Look at this beauty, guys. This is Porsche Macan T, the last addition to the version of the internal combustion engine. So basically it's the last car that you can buy with an internal combustion engine pure in this configuration, Macan. Because as you probably know, Macan has a new release, a full electric version, and it comes only as an electric version. So if you still want to buy a Macan, this will be probably the last one that you can get. Of course, you can get the base model, you can get this Macan T, Macan S, GTS, but this is the latest add-on to the Macan versions. And in this video, we will do the full review, interior, exterior, technical data, material quality, multimedia system, everything about those stuff will be right here in this video. But if you want to see this Macan T on the road, I have a separate video, test drive video, where I explain you everything about how it's on the road, acceleration, launch control, all that stuff you will find out in a separate video, so definitely check that out. Now let me give you some technical data about the car before we go forward to talk a little bit about the exterior design. So first of all, the most important thing is the price. The price of this Macan T, the starting price, it's 78,288 euro, and from here you can add on a lot of options. As you probably know, if you go to Porsche configurator, you can get a lot of options. But the good part is that in comparison with the base version, this Macan T come with a few standard cool features that you probably want to have even if you buy the basis version. So for example, it comes standard with Porsche Sports Chrono Pack. That means you have the drive modes, the sport response, and the launch control, something that I test in the test drive video. If you want to see them, how they work, check out that video as well. Then it comes with this agate gray metallic paint finishes. For example, the spoiler, the bumpers, the side skirt, it comes with a new color and a little bit different trim. I will explain you a little bit later. Plus it comes with those black quad exhaust pipes, 4 exhaust pipes that looks phenomenal on the car, and I will show you also how they sound right now. It's an all-wheel drive system. That means permanently drive the all 4 wheels of the vehicle. Porsche Traction Management has also undergone model-specific tuning. That means this Macan T offer all-wheel drive with a particularly pronounced rear wheel bias. That means on the rear wheel, the car will be driving more, probably around 80% on the rear and 20% on the front. I also noticed that while I'm driving, that is kind of slightly changed depending on the system, depending on different conditions. Another add-on super important to notice is the fact that the car, when it comes to suspension, it's equipped with steel-sprung suspension lowered by 15 mm and future Porsche Active Suspension Management. The Macan T is the only Porsche model to feature steel suspension with Porsche Active Suspension Management as standard, combined with suspension lowering by 15 mm. That's really important to point out about this Macan T. It gets standard also adaptive damping system, stiffer anti-roll bar on the front axle, ensure reduced body rolling during cornering and direct steering feel. That's super important. I talk about that in the test drive video, so definitely check it out. Another important thing is that in Sport Plus mode, the suspension is lowered by a future 10 mm to improve the handlings. I will show you that when we go inside the car. When it comes to technical data, of course the car comes with the same engine as the base entry level, 2-liter 4 cylinders inline, 265 horsepower, 400 Newton meters, combined with a 7-speed automatic transmission, Porsche double couplung. The combination between those two, it's fantastic. I mean, you should drive it and then you will understand. The top speed of the car, 232 km/h, 0 to 106.2 seconds. And when it comes to trunk space, 488 liters. And if you fold down the seats completely, 1,503 liters. So it's pretty spacious also for a big family. So from my point of view, 2 kids, no problem. When it comes to tank space, usually the car comes with 65 liters. liters. But here on my model, I have an option and it can go up to 75 liters. But you have to pay for it around 124 euro. It's not a big deal. It's not so much money for the price relatively to the price of the car. The ground clearance in normal mode, 18.7 centimeters, fuel consumption 10.1 liters, CO2 emission 229 grams, and the drag coefficient of the car 0.35. Of course, you can get a few extra options: Porsche Torque Vectoring Plus 1,500 euro, adaptive air suspension 1,536 euro, and also the car that I have with me, it comes with a few options like ventilated seats on the front 942 euro, heated seats front and rear 434 euro, Bose surrounding sound system 1,200 euro, and so forward. I don't want to go too much in those details, guys. Those are the most important technical data about the car. Now let's talk a little bit about the exterior and the elements that they bring. So when it comes to exterior design, I still think Porsche has one of the most beautiful lines because it still keeps that round shape of the car, kind of unique shape of the car, and it looks really wonderful. At least the front end, it's one of my favorite parts. It looks quite cool. We will talk in a second also about the element that this Macan T come with. When it comes to design, still think Porsche, it's somewhere in the top. This is the key, the same kind of classic key that Porsche uses with what you can do with the key, lock, unlock the car, and also from this button you can open the trunk because it comes with an automatic lift gate. And here on the front, this Macan T come with a change, and that's this agate gray color that they integrated somewhere in this area right here in the middle, and it makes the car look much more aggressive, a little bit more sportier. Also, I like very much those fake air intakes because they are really fake. The air will kind of stop here, will not go outside, but it looks so aggressive and so nice. Also in the middle you have this big nice grille. Also you have some active pedals there. You can look inside, you can see those plastic pedals are open right now, but they are closed when it's cold outside to warm up a little bit the engine. In the middle you have the radar for adaptive cruise control, emergency brake, and all that safety feature. Here you have the front camera because this car come with surrounding view option, 360 degrees camera. But overall I really love the design of the grille. I mean, these lines here combined with the lines here from the side, I think it looks much more aggressive. And also down here some nice interesting trim. Of course on the lower part you have some air intakes as well. You have 4 parking sensors, Porsche logo, beautiful Porsche logo, and overall the front end I think look quite nice. Then let's don't forget about the headlamps that are LED light, high beam, low beam. They are LED light, but they are not matrix light yet. On the next version, of course, will be on the electric version, but on this version we have only LED light. The daytime running light, they are here on the side. We have Porsche writing on the side. It looks quite nice. And down here you have the turning signal, LED light. It looks quite nice, like a crystal design. And if you turn off the turning signals, here will be the daytime running light, a very nice white light. Macan T comes standard with 20-inch wheels. Those rims look phenomenal. Those gray rims look incredible good on the car. I really like them. Also ventilated brake disc on the front. Those are the brake caliper, black brake calipers with Porsche writing right here, 4 pistons. The mirror cap, it comes also in the same agate gray color. Also the air intakes that comes here on the leg, it's super nice. Of course the turning signals right here, LED light. Down here you have the camera for 360 degrees camera, and the round shape, it looks really cool. So the visibility is very nice. This is the handle of the car, and the sound of the doors, you can hear it. Pretty good quality as Porsche uses with. Then you have this black, piano black around the edges of the windows that looks really nice in combination with the tinted windows in the back here. Also between the windows you have the tinted black here, glossy. It looks really nice. Of course on the roof you have the roof rails in the same black matte color that looks really interesting. And if I'm not wrong, yeah, they are really black, and they are the same as those areas around the windows, and it looks really interesting. On the rear here, it comes also with the black calipers with Porsche writing on them, and also ventilated brake discs even on the rear right here. So yeah, pretty good quality. Another element that Macan T come with is this downskirt gray area where you have here writing Macan T, and it comes all over until the back door. And yeah, this contrast of colors look pretty interesting. You have this spoiler in the same agate gray color that looks quite nice. I like the lines here. Here's the brake light, LED light, tinted windows on the back. Plus you have this wiper right here, and the button to open the trunk is right here. I will show you a little bit later. Going down a little bit, you see those three-dimensional Porsche leathers. Then you have Macan T in the same gray color. That looks really interesting. And also I like the LED bar light that looks in the night. It's wonderful. Then you have the turning signal LED light as well that goes across the side of the car, and it's really interesting. And also how it comes out. 4 parking sensors, and then you have all this area designed different on this Macan T because you have 4 exhaust pipe that looks wonderful. You already hear it a little bit earlier, and they sound quite interesting. You have the reverse light down here, LED light. You have the fog lamp here, LED light, and down here you have the LED light for the number plate, plus the reverse camera that I will show you a little bit later when we go inside for 360 degrees camera. And also this air diffuser from the bumper look quite nice and interesting. Here is the tank, guys, and as I said before, it comes standard with 65 liters, but on this car it has optional 125 euro, 75 liters. Let me show you what it's under the hood. It's very easy to open it up from the middle here. Automatic lift gate, of course. And here is the engine, 2-liter 4 cylinders inline, 265 horsepower. Is the same engine that Volkswagen Group use it also for Volkswagen GTI, but this is longitudinal array, so that's something to keep in mind. But otherwise, this is it. This is the way it looks. The wiper fluid is right there on the right side, but other than that, pretty nice. So this is the way you open the trunk. You just press that button, automatic lift gate in the trunk. It comes, of course, also with this trunk protection that I will take it out in a second. 488 liters you have space here, and from my point of view, even though the car is so compact and so small, you have so much space here to carry a lot of stuff, a lot of suitcase. Even if you have 2 kids, I think you have more than enough space. I like also this touch of aluminum here at the entrance that make the car a little bit more premium. I like these aluminum hooks that look super expensive and nice. You have it in every corner. Then you don't have a flat floor, but you have like 7 centimeters deepness here. Plus you have under the floor a spare tire. How many cars these days come with a spare tires, guys? Write me in the comments. I'm really curious, but you have plenty of space to put different items as well down here. And also on the right side, you have some storage space. You have also a light here, hooks in both sides. You have light, plus you have the 12-volt port down here that it's super useful. Now let me take out this protection for the trunk. You can do it super easy, just like that. Also very good quality on this trunk protection, and this is the way it looks. You can see right here you have a square entrance. It's a huge entrance, guys. Even though you look at the car, you see that sloping coupe design, it still have a lot of space here. And the good part is that you have the possibility to fold down the middle part, so you have the middle part able to be fold down, or the side, so in the same time keep 1-2 passengers and carry long items. And this is super important for me from my point of view. And let me show you how it looks if I go on the side. So if you want to fold it down, you have to come here on this area, and you have a button, and you just press this button right here in this area. You have a button, you press it, and then you fold down just like that, and you can carry long items like skis, and in the same time have 2 passengers on the side. I think it's mega useful. And other than that, if you want to fold down the seats, you can do it from here, very simple like that. Let me show you also on this side. So if you go here, you just press this, you have to stretch a little bit, and then you are good to go. The thing is that it's almost a flat floor. The quality behind here, it's incredible. And even though the car is small, you will be surprised to see how much space you have here to put different items. Also, what I noticed is that here on the C-pillar you have a speaker on both sides, so that's also quite nice. So as you can see right here, this is the space, the quality between the seats, it's so plushy and so good. And I like the fact that you have almost a flat floor here in order to carry stuff. And down here on the legs room you still have a little bit of room here, even though it's not that big, plus the transmission tunnel, it's quite huge. So yeah, it's okay, you can put a few things there, but from my point of view the most important thing is this area where you can carry a lot of items without any problem. Another cool thing is the fact that the seat belt will always stay in place, so even if you put the seats back, you can put it very simple, and in the same time the seat belt will stay in their own position. So for me this is also another important element. When it comes to quality, Porsche is somehow between the best in the world. And why I say that, look at the rubbers, look at the rubber that they put up here, then you have another rubber right here, and then you have another rubber right here, and then here double rubber, and even down here. So I mean guys, the quality of those small elements that nobody pay attention to make the whole difference when it comes to sound insulation and the quality of the doors. Now when it comes to doors and design, I mean this beige color look fantastic on the car. I mean it's the best configuration in my point of view. If you can get this car in this beige color, it looks wonderful. And you have up here leather with the stitches, then you have some piano black with chrome design that looks wonderful. You have this handle that also feel incredible good quality, soft material here with stitches. Then you have the button for the windows, and by the way I want to show you how much you can let down the window, but I have to put the contact first. And if you want to fold down the window, you can fold it down until here. This is the maximum how much you can fold it down, but the quality of the button, it's insane. Then you have a speaker here, then you have another speaker down here. Both sound system, as I tell you before, they are optional, and you have some storage space right here in the door bands. That's pretty big, to be honest. And also down here you don't have any plastic, this is rubber and good quality. And yeah, going in the front now, on the front door, kind of the same beautiful design, the same leather up here, the same chrome with piano black, but here you have two buttons to lock and unlock. You have also the handle. Here you have the buttons to set the position of the seats, because the seats come electric. You have two positions to save it. Then you have down here the buttons for the windows. Look how nice they look with a little bit of chrome design. From here you adjust the mirror electrically, and then you have the same quality plus a lot of storage space here in the door bands. Really useful, the storage space from the door bands. Plus you have a speaker right here and another one here in this area. You heard the door? Super high quality. Anyway, when it comes to space, I already adjust the seats in my driving position. I'm 173 centimeters, and I have over my head like 3 fingers, just like that, but on my knees I have plenty of space. I mean, for me, it's no problem. I can also stretch my legs under the front seat, depend how they adjust it. But overall, for me, at 173 centimeters, I sit here pretty well. Even though the car has this sloping roof like a coupe, I still think for me it's more than enough, and seats quality are really nice. And I like the fact that it holds my back pretty straight, and that's quite important. The visibility outside is quite good. Here you have a handle, a hook, you have an LED light up here, and also the quality of the roof is pretty good. Plus, let's don't forget this optional panoramic glass roof that looks wonderful when you sit here in the back. In the middle right here you have, of course, those 2 vents that feel pretty good quality. From here you can adjust the temperature. Here you have heated seats, and down here you have 2 USB-C ports, super useful. And here in the middle you have this armrest in the same color. You can see even the plastic, it's in the same color, in the beige color as the leather, and that's quite nice, man. I mean, even this plastic around here is in the same color as the seats, and this is super important because that makes the car look much more nicer. And not only this plastic, but even this plastic from here that you saw it before, even the plastic from the door. I already forget to tell you that you have a little bit of plastic here inside the door, so that make the car different, premium. Behind the seats in the front you have also leather. Here you have some storage space, and yeah, overall this is it. Now if you want to go in the middle, you can go in the middle, but yeah, it's quite fine here in the middle. It's a little bit higher. I mean, you have only 1.5 finger, and also on the legs you have kind of the same legs room, but overall, even on the side, I think I can stay here for short trips, maybe medium trips up to 300 kilometers. You will be just fine. Okay, of course in the back it's a little bit stiffer, but it's quite fine. A little bit here in the middle, it's quite soft and nice. Here you have also, by the way, a hook, and let's don't forget about the Isofix. You can install also 2 child seats right here, and even this plastic from the Isofix, it's in the same color as the seat, so overall it looks fantastic. Look at the design of the seats, man. I mean, I really love the way they look. I want to show you a little bit from this position the dashboard, that from my point of view look just wonderful. I mean, the combination of colors and the elements and the material, I think it's fantastic. I mean, even after 10 years will be in trend. From my point of view, will always stay in trend. I love the black piano with chrome, with the center console, with the dashboard, with the steering wheel, with the clock. I mean, it looks really wonderful. Now let's talk about the front part and those amazing seats. I mean, guys, those are the comfort seats, which I really recommend you. And why is that? Because I know the sport seats look fantastic, but when you get the comfort seats, you can also get the long trips a little bit better. I mean, it's much more comfortable. They look amazing, but they are much more comfortable. They are wider. They look super premium. Plus, I love this Porsche logo, the way they add it up here on the headrest. It looks so nice. Love the seats. Of course, heated seats, ventilated seats, optional. Here in the center, look at this, even the center console is in the same beige color, super soft material. You can adjust it like that. And even those plastics from here, guys, it's in the same color as the seats. Amazing. Here you have 2 USB-C ports plus SD card plus SIM card, some small storage space around here, super useful. 2 cup holders right here in the middle, Macan writing, super nice. Some storage space for your key, and even the center console, it's really wonderful. And you have soft material around here, and I definitely like it. Let me go a little bit inside the car to show you this center console. You can see here you have the electronic handbrake. Here you have the start stop engine button. I like very much the fact that when you press those buttons, every time you press it, it gives you a nice feedback. So even though they are kind of a touch buttons, you have a little bit of feedback when you press them. And this button is for the autopilot and cruise control, downhill assist. Off-road button will put the car a little bit higher in an off-road mode that allow you to have a better ground clearance. And then here you have the traction control on and off, and here you can adjust the suspension. So you can put it in, right now it's in comfort mode, right now it's in sport mode, and right now it's in sport plus. When you put it in sport plus, the car will go even lower 10 millimeters in order to give you a better handlings and much more stiffer suspension, so that's great. You have ventilated seats, free position for the passengers, and heated seats for the passenger and for the driver. From right here, very simple, very easy to adjust everything. I really like this center console. I think it's very well thought. Also here you have, of course, the climatic system physical button. It's so easy while you're driving to change those functions. I think it's very smart the way they did it. And from here you can adjust the vents speed manually. You can put it on auto, you can synchronize. I think it's fantastic. Plus, what I like the most is this button hazard light button that they position it perfectly here. I think it's one of the best place to have the hazard button. Plus you have the stalk that you have to press this button to put it in reverse, for example, right now. And you can see up here the reverse camera that I promise I will show you from outside. 360 degrees camera. You have active lines, you have this bird eye view, you can see the front, you can see the rear, the side of the car, you can see the panoramic front wide, rear wide, and top of the car. So it's just fantastic. And then you put it in drive, of course, all the way back. And you can also drive normal, or you can change the gears manually, and you have those pedals behind the steering wheel that are metal, and you can change the gears from here. Now here a little bit higher you have those vents that feel super good quality. As you touch it, I really like the way they position it. A little bit higher you have the screen that we will talk a little bit later. And also what I like on the dashboard is the fact that in this area here you have this black piano with chrome, soft material even down here. Even this handle, it's in chrome. And then you open the glove box that has a lot of space there. And even here it's super plushy and super comfortable and super good quality. Up here you have leather with stitches. Look at those stitches. They are perfectly aligned and high soft quality everywhere on the dashboard. The same straight classic dashboard of the Porsche. I really love it. Plus the classic watch, and then the vents with the speaker up there. So anyway, amazing quality around here. Also up here you have LED lights with a vanity mirror. That's super good quality. Also here you have the possibility to open the panoramic glass roof. So from here you can close that. If you want to close the curtain, you can do it from here. And you can also, let me show you, you can also open this panoramic glass roof from this button. So you have two buttons here. So you can see right now the panoramic glass roof, it's opening up. And in the summer, like now, it's fantastic to drive like that. It's super nice. Plus you have this insect protection around here. And it's so nice. It's so convenient to have it. 1,300, if I remember well, is the panoramic glass roof option. But yeah, totally deserve it. Here I like this area a lot because you have LED light around this area, so you can open it up like that. You can see in the nighttime it'll illuminate that area so nice. The lights button, that if you want to open up the lights, you can open only this small light. And then here you have the mirror, and the mirror it's quite small, but overall you have a pretty good view in the mirror. This is the navigation, and to be honest, it's not as responsive as it is on the new Cayenne, for example, or on the new Taycan, but it's pretty responsive, and I was surprised to see that it's much better than most of other cars. Plus you can see here all the tank stations. So if you want to go to a tank station, you can see that the loading time, it's super fast, and I was super surprised to see how fast it's load up this map. And this is cool. I mean, it's pretty good. It's super usable from my point of view. Then here on the left side you have some shortcuts button that get you to different places of the multimedia system. This is the home page where you can customize it. This is the navigation that you saw it before. This is the media. This is the phone. This is the car, and on the car here you find a lot of useful information. You can go to trip, for example. You can see the consumption on the latest trips. Here you have also this wheel from where you can adjust and change different settings. So basically you can also change it from this wheel, but I prefer the touch. You have the chrono here, and also if you go to controls, you have the vehicle controls, the most important controls like locking, doors and mirrors and all that settings, lights right here, exterior lights, wiper settings, air conditioning and heating, Porsche Active Safety. Here you have collision warning and active systems. You can activate and deactivate them from there. And then you have the display settings right here. You have the system settings, date and time, units, voice command, language, software updates, factory settings, and all that stuff. You can customize it from here. Plus you have this driver manual. You can also extend just like that if you want to have some extra settings around there. Then you can go to apps. You can connect, of course, your iPhone to the car, but you cannot connect your Android Auto. This is the downside of this model. On the newest models from Porsche, you can do that wireless. Then you go to the sound settings. You have plenty of sound system because you have this Bose sound system. You have a lot of sound systems, sound settings here to change from. Device here, you can see all the device that was connected. And here, if you go to set, you have all the settings of the car. So around here you find all the settings, inclusive the sport chrono and so on. So relatively simple. It's not as complex and complicated as the newest multimedia system, but from my point of view it's pretty good. Down here you can see also this nice element Macan T writing at the entrance. The pedals are normal, and also those are adjustments for the electric seats. You have so many adjustments, so you can adjust the seats in every position you want. Plus they are in chrome and they look really nice and they feel really cool. So a little bit higher here in this area, you can see even this handle, man, they created, and even this plastic is in the same color as the seats. Even this plastic here, it's so cool. I mean, the integration, it's incredible nice. Even in this area here, guys, even down here you have soft material. Everywhere here it's soft material. You have also the controllers for the lights, the settings for the lights from here. Also is the key, the classic key that stay always here to turn on the engine. A little bit higher you have the vents, good quality, and also the dashboard that feels really nice. Let me go inside and show you one of my favorite parts, the steering wheel, that you can adjust it down, up, forward, backward, very simple like that. And it's in leather, fantastic quality. I mean, I really like it. It feels light, it feels nice, and also it feels raw. I really like the fact that you have some buttons here for the voice command to control different functions, and then here on the right side you have the button to control the digital cockpit. I will show you in a second how it works. I love the Porsche badge. And then here you have also, of course, the different driving modes. From here you can change them, so it has like sport mode, sport plus, individual, or normal mode. When you go in sport plus, the engine sound a little bit more interesting. Ooh, I love it. I love the way it sounds. Plus, when you press this button in the middle, you have 20 seconds of maximum power, man. I test that in the test drive video, so check it out. Anyway, love the pedals. I told you they are metal. This is the stalk, the small stalk to change the settings of the cruise control. And this is the analogical cockpit, still analogical cockpit for the fans of that, still able to buy it today in 2024. So go get it, guys, because I don't know how longer will stay on the market. And then on the right side you have a small digital screen where you can see different information. All-wheel drive, here you can see how the power is distributed to the wheels, front or back. Then you can change it to see the chrono. You can see the adaptive cruise control and information. You can see the vehicle, some vehicle information like the voltage in the battery, the oil, and the water the temperature. And then you have the audio, you have the phone, and then even the map. You can see even the navigation map right there on the right side, plus the off-road information, plus the consumption here, plus the tire pressure, and so on. I mean, it's pretty much cool from my point of view. Still have that classic raw feeling on the car. So that was the review with this Macan T version. If you enjoy it, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I really appreciate that you're watching my videos. So guys, if you're on the market, if you still are a big fan of those internal combustion engine and you want a car in this class, a high quality premium car in this class, I think this Macan T might be the car for you. Just go and test drive it, see if you like it, and then write me down and tell me if I was right or not. Anyway, I wait your feedbacks. I'm really curious if you like this new style of reviewing the car, so I'm really appreciate if you can leave me a comment and tell me if you like this style. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you get some useful information from this video. Stay safe, and I see you soon in the next one. Bye guys.